I have been so incredibly wrong about this mini in all of my initial tier lists. This thing is automatic S tier. I want to talk about why it is so good, what talent you should be using with it, and then also showcasing in PvP why it is so incredibly strong. Let's get into it. Okay, so the mini we're going to be talking about in this video is going to be the spell Blizzard. And if you're new to Warcraft Rumble, Blizzard is just going to be that standard AoE spell that damages everything, both air and ground, and then it's also going to have a slow effect that it applies to whatever's in that damage area. And then you have the talents right here where the choice is between freezing enemy troops in place or summoning an additional blizzard at your base. Then the last one, enemies take 30% additional damage from physical sources. And I actually did a poll on the YouTube channel here about what viewers thought was the best talent, which right now getting 69% of the vote is Cold Snap, which means that people like being able to lock down enemy troops in place, stop them from moving forward to get a chest, or stop those melee characters from getting on to a priority target and being able to lock them down, being very strong. Me personally, right now, I'm going with Brittle Ice because I do enjoy bringing that extra damage, kind of helping to win an engagement, where I've got my melee tank up front, hitting things with physical damage, and I can use the Brittle Ice to help trade efficiently in an engagement. But I do definitely see the utility in Cold Snap locking things into place. I'll definitely test out both of them once I acquire both talents. Right now I only have Brittle Ice. I am liking it so far, but when I get my hands on Cold Snap, I will definitely test that and see if I agree with the viewers here on the channel about that one being the superior choice. But yeah, my original thoughts on grading Blizzard when I was first playing the game is like, it's good. I mean, I always had it in like the A tier. I never had it in like the F tier or something. I knew it was decent, but I didn't know the power of it because I was kind of thinking, you know, yeah, I can kill something that's worth 3 or 4 gold, and that's great. I'm kind of trading even on the battlefield, but in terms of killing something that's worth like 6 or 7, that's probably not going to happen. So I'm not going to be able to really snowball and get positive trades. But what ends up happening is it's kind of like the fear it instills in your opponent and how it messes up their flow. Like, they're trying to drop a pyromancer and a miner to escort to the gold vein and start mining, and you just boom. Not only do you trade 4 gold for 4 gold, but you also completely blow up their flow. You completely mess up their plan. They're trying to get up there and start mining gold, and you ruin that. So not only is it the even gold trade, but it's also throwing your opponent off. And also, whenever they're dropping a priority DPS, you can really slam down on it and erase it from the battlefield, which is such a strong mechanic in PvP, being able to get in that back line and hit those ranged DPSers. It's why the tank Stonehoof Tarman is so strong, because you're able to take this talent here in momentum and charge twice. So the Stonehoof can get in the back line, it can charge those DPSers that are sitting back behind safety, raining down DPS on you. And that's for a similar reason that makes Blizzard so incredibly strong to be used aggressively or defensively. If they've got a big push coming in with a Necromancer and some Harpies or something, boom, you can just completely wipe it off the map and not let it do any damage to you while also getting a positive gold trade. So now let's head into a couple PvP matches, and I'll walk you through trying to get the most value out of Blizzard and how I'm kind of thinking about playing it during a match. And right now, my lowest level leader is Baron, so let's take him into a couple PvP matches, and I'll show you my thought process while playing with the Blizzard spell. Okay, so we are loaded into a PvP match. I want to take some of this here. They dropped a wolf, I see. Let's get on that fast. Let's try to lock down this center if we can. They got a miner coming up right there. Let's drop on that. Hopefully not let them snowball. Let's try to win the center. We should do that. That's good. They didn't get anything there. Let's apply some pressure on their gold vein. And this is a great showcase right here. So look at this. They've got, what is this, like 8 gold coming at me right here. And what I'm going to do, oh, there's their blizzard. So I baited that out. I'm going to wait until it's in range of my tower taking damage. And then look at this. I'm able to clean all of that up with the blizzard spell. I'm going to drop my Drake to go down the middle, wipe it, and then go back this way, controlling the center lane. And we'll drop a melee just to get that done there. I should have been noticing that sooner, but I was talking. So we'll take down that miner. They're able to get something. I can steal 2, hopefully. But that was way too successful for them because I was talking. Okay. Now, if they drop a DPSer, I would definitely Blizzard this. If not, I can just kind of Skeleton Griffin it. Okay, so we did get one over there. I'm going to go down center, make sure I lock that down. We should be good here. I don't need Blizzard. I'm kind of waiting for a priority DPS target. This should be good here. They did drop a Drake. I can take the Drake down. Yeah, they got the Miner plus the Drake. So what I'm going to do there is wipe that out. So look at that. That was 5 elixir, 5 gold value. I need to get out of my head that's not elixir. Too many years of Clash Royale. Let's try to steal this. But yeah, that was a positive trade right there with Blizzard. So I'm going to save it probably for that Drake because it's going to be really easy to get a positive trade. I'm okay with that damage. We baited out their Blizzard. Let's go double melee. Their Drake looks like it's their only kind of airborne, and I've got the Blizzard to deal with that. Okay, there we go. The Brute. Let's drop. I want to safe pilot something maybe. I guess I'm just going to have to go with the Drake here. We didn't need it there. Our Drake won that engagement. Let's drop in the back here, and hopefully this will have 2 or 3 by the time my Miner gets to it. We're in a good spot. We've got control. The squeeze is on. I can start piloting and just dropping some damage here on the tower to finish it out right there. So yeah, what I'm trying to figure out is what is going to be their priority DPS that's going to be the hardest for me to deal with. Sometimes it's going to be Huntress or Ogre Mage or Pyromancer or Drake, and I'm looking to use my Blizzard to get a positive trade versus that backline range DPS, or I can wait until something is in range of my tower like we saw with the Footmen, and I can use the Blizzard to really lock it down and make sure I can defend successfully. So, okay, let's fire up another match and see what we can do here and what leader we're going to be up against. It is going to be... Okay, we're going up against the Spam here from the old Merc guy. So, what do we have in our deck to start down the middle or one of the lanes? It is going to be Taran, and let's control this. That's the ranged spear thrower. Now, what else? I want to put some pressure on here with a Miner coming behind that skeleton. Okay, we're able to get that. Okay, so here comes their Spam. Where do I drop Blizzard versus the Spam? I've also got the safe pilot. Is there a good target for it? I would say I don't really need it right now. The Blizzard would be more for like a priority DPS. We're going to take that down. I can drop Griffin to help control the middle. Keep a melee presence. I'm okay with that. That is just fine. Not worried about it. As long as I control the center. I'm going to take a Drake as well. Get a lot of Whelp eggs out. Now, they're going to be trying to set up their Spam. So right now, they're going to be a little bit weak. I didn't have a melee presence to scoop those up. That's a little bit unfortunate. But there we go. Stonehoof. Okay, they did drop that. I'm going to drop this. And they're not mining. As long as they're not mining, I'm okay. So let's keep the pressure on. I don't want to let them... I could Blizzard that for a positive trade. Because, like, so, see right here, I can get 3 plus all the damage on the tower. Plus, it'll enable me to keep things alive for a little bit longer, maybe. So that one's a decent trade with Blizzard, but not amazing. Let's try to mine this if we can and make them deal with that. Let's pilot this. There we go. We'll pilot that. We'll kind of head up here to try and scoop that up. If we can get that chest. I want to get the Taran on that. And that's brutal. We weren't able to take that down. Griffin OP. Griffin OP. But it looks like we should be able to make that happen. I can help trade here. I can drop the Miner, try to steal that. Here comes their Spam. So where would be a good use of the Blizzard? I can get a bunch of Murlocs there. See, look at that. Doesn't seem like it, but it's a decent usage there of the Blizzard. We killed about 4.5 value of them. Keep locking down the center and cycling through. I want to mine over on this right side. That's a good trade there. And then drop my Miner. If I can steal that 3, the game's over. Here comes the Spam, possibly. That's the old Merc guy. They didn't get any value out of it. Okay, so that's a big win for me. That was their cycle. And we're going to take that. We'll cycle through to prioritize the vein on the left there. and we're in a pretty good spot. So I'm gonna do this. I may have to blizzard. I don't know. Let's pilot it. Pilot's 3 instead of 4 because I want to get that gold, not them. Then let's escort with a griffin and a skelly. Should be a good cycle through to that. And we're doing the tower damage consistently, and I can drop a blizzard and just end the match here to finish off the damage right there on the main. So you can also use the blizzard to kind of end a match like that if you are needing tower damage to end the match and finish it off, or if you're in like overtime and you need to make sure you have more damage on the tower in a close match than your opponent. Blizzard can also be used effectively for that. And I'm also going to get to work on a list of all of the minis that every single player should make sure they prioritize acquiring and building and getting the talents for, because they are so generally useful with all the different leaders in PvE and PvP. I'm going to get an updated list of the ones that you want to prioritize for sure. So remember to subscribe if you enjoy daily Warcraft Rumble content. I'll see you soon in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.